to get a kick out of doing you cold. Oh, what the hell? You always surrender. What's this strange relationship we hold on to? Baby, I just can't stand to see you happy. More than that, I hate to see you sad. Honey, if you left me, I just might do something bad. What's this strange relationship? I came and took your love, I took your body. I took the self-respect you never had. I took you for a ride, baby, I'm sorry. The more you love me, sugar, the more it makes me mad. Baby, I just can't stand to see you happy. More than that, I hate to see you sad. Honey, if you let me, I just might do something bad. What's this strange relationship? Isn't it a shame this ain't the movie? Then you could rewrite my every line. I take all the blame, and I'm sorry. But I didn't like the way you were, so I had to make you mine. Baby, I just can't stand to see you happy. More than that, I hate to see you sad. Honey, if you let me, I just might do something bad. What's this strange relationship? Strange relationship. Strange relationship. Strange. Strange relationship. Strange relationship. Come on, you act like you never had money before. Cutting your eyes, girl, I'm out the door. Child, I never thought you could be so mean. From being simple-minded on the simplest things. Girl, you're high young, you got that ass. You prove bad that you didn't teach you no class. So don't raise your hand to slap my face. Just give a few bucks like plead the case. Used to have sex from dusk to dawn. Compass with your blue lights with stilettos on. Strummer's getting tired, it's gone too far. I asked you what's with this, says in the car. You didn't believe in me way back then. You ought to drop to your knees and make amends. Give you some advice on the purple tip. That's what's wrong with our strange relationships. I don't know. Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to Chat with Madam Whip-Ass. That song I just played, it sounded like Prince. It is definitely a Prince song off of the Sign of the Times album, but it is performed by somebody named Dee Holley. And he did this back in 2005. It sounded like Prince, but it wasn't. It was somebody else. I couldn't find the original Prince song to play, so I had to go with the next best thing.
There's some strange relationships in this damn sector, ain't it? I mean, we can start with Bobby Norris and Crack Dot. That is a very strange relationship. How come Crack Dot can always develop strange relationships with men? There was Vuk. Now he replaced Vuk because Vuk left him for what is my dear friend's name? Curious. And he replaced Vuk with Bobby Norris. Bobby Norris is worse than Vuk. Strange relationship. Bobby Norris want to fight everybody who don't like Crack Dot. You can give a opinion contrary to the opinion of Crack Dot, and Bobby Norris gonna want to stick his big ass nose into the situation and beat you up over it. Strange relationship. It's even more strange that Bobby Norris is from New York. He's a Caribbean New Yorker from Brooklyn. Don't no Brooklyn niggas act like that. For some small hometown, wet behind their ears, never seen the world, bum basement dweller. Really? It's a strange relationship. Very strange. Now, I've never said nothing to nor about Bobby Norris until this very moment. And the reason why I'm voicing my opinion is because on one of my Crack Dot videos, he comes in with the nastiest comment for no reason. I never even said hello to the man ever. And I'm like, all for this basement dwelling crack-headed bum? Really? Strange relationships. I got another strange relationship for you. You need to listen to this. Here's a story of a woman who cut off her boyfriend's ding-a-ling with some garden shears. You know those, I use them big old clipper things. She clipped that joker right off. Why did she do such a thing? Because they made a sex tape or something like that, or she sent him some videos and he turned around and sent it to other people. Strange relationship. She cut that joker right off. Here, take a listen.
Comes out of all places, Argentina, by the way of Cordoba. But we have a woman, 26 years old, Brenda Brattini, allegedly cuts off her lover's 40-year-old Sergio Fernandez penis and sack, if you know what I mean. And this is going to be a graphic video, so I should have said that before I even started that sentence, but it's going to be a very graphic video, and you need to get...
She cut the balls off too. Wow.
Those badass kids out the room, because this is grown folks talk right here, and you know how we doing grown folks talk. It's for the grown folks. And if you're 18 or older, because I have people talking about, well, I'm 18, I'm going to college, so I can listen to you. I'm not a kid. I don't know if they feel played when I say that or something. But at the same time, anybody else under the age of 18, please get their little ass out the room or whatever. We'll give you a few seconds. Okay, if they're not out the room by now, you know, like I say, tough double D titty, yes, double D. Anyway, we have a man who decides to show his friends how busy he can get in the bedroom and share the sex tape with his friends. And that sex tape eventually got passed around to a lot of people. You know how people talk. So word around town is that Miss Brenda was backing that ass up and busting it wide open and everything, you know, missionary doggy style, all that. So she felt very played when she found out that her lover shared a sex tape with her friends. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So she decided to do what a lot of women thought about doing, and that's basically cutting a man's member off, his Johnson off, his penis, aka his best friend. You feel me? Not your dog, your penis. She decided to cut that off and take his balls with him. Yes, not take it like punking them out. No, taking them, basically cutting them out with, out of all things, garden shears. Do you know how hard some garden shears are? Woo, boy! Just imagine if you laying there asleep and you just feel something like God Himself just snatching your soul out you, and it's turn around. It's your old lady, it's your woman trying to emasculate you, trying to cut your member off, trying to castrate you. All this over me sharing a tape? Damn, it ain't that serious. But let's go and dig into the story, and I'm gonna give my opinion, surely, as we go. Brenda Bertini.
Yes, it is that serious. Yes, it is that serious. What do you mean you're oversharing some tape? It ain't that serious. Yeah, it is. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but since she did, apparently it was that damn serious to her. What she did and showed that man was for his eyes only. And to violate that and share that with hundreds, thousands of other people? Am I applauding her for what she did? No, I'm not at all. But what needs to be understood, that you fuckers don't seem to understand, is that there are consequences and repercussions for your actions. And what those consequences and repercussions may be, it may not fit the crime. It may just be going overboard. That's why you need to think before you act and take in the feelings and consideration of other people before you do some grimy shit to them, because you never know. So you can't punch a person in their face for no reason. A person you in a relationship with, you punch her in the face, and now you mad because she cut your balls off in retaliation. The fuck is wrong with you people?
Tina, 26 years old, allegedly attacked her 40-year-old lover, Sergio Fernandez. No allegedly to that. She did that shit. She's accused of chopping off 90% of his penis with some garden shears. 90%. I'll be like Warren G from Regulator. I looked at the hoe and say, damn, what's next? You feel me? I'm like, damn, you might well gonna take the other 10%. You feel me? You already took all that. You feel me? You already took 8 inches. You might well go and take the other inch or 2. You feel me? Anyway, now she's accused of chopping off his member all over the fact that she found out about the sex tape that he gave out to his friends, and they made dubs of it, copies, passing it all around. You feel me? You might have already seen this tape by now. The architect, she's an architect. Yes, she is an architect. She's very good and skilled with her hands. Gave an interview from pre-trial detention in Cordoba, Argentina. A woman accused of cutting off her boyfriend's penis with a pair of garden shears said she did it because he shared their sex tape with his friends. Brenda Bertini, 26, allegedly attacked her 40-year-old lover, Sergio Fernandez. And Sergio looked every bit of damn 60 in the face. And Brenda Bertini, she looked every bit of 40 in the face to be 26. Now, in November 2017, while he was asleep, leaving blood smeared around the house, the violent assault in the Argentinian city of Cordoba left her former partner with 90% of his penis hacked off. So I guess, I don't know how they're going to do that thing. I don't know how they're going to fix the nerves or whatnot. I guess it all depends on how much you're working with, however much they got to do. Because I think it's easier to fix a baby leg than an elephant leg, if you know what I mean. That's a metaphor. Now, the architect has revealed why she allegedly carried out the attack in an interview from jail, where she's being held in pre-trial detention. Like, no, we cannot let your ass out. We know you got bail money and all this, but we can't let you out because you might go cut somebody else stuff off. You're dangerous. And one thing judges don't play in people in these positions, if you playing with penises, if you cutting them off, you know what I'm saying, no pun intended, if you know what I mean, because they're men also. They're like, oh, hell no, she's crazy. You feel me? Bertini told a reporter, I cut his penis, but not completely. I injured him. It wasn't complete. I injured him. Girl, you cut 90% off. You had garden shears. You started, I don't know how she did. I don't know if she grabbed that wood and she grabbed that sack and she pulled it together like this, you know what I'm saying? And then she did like that, a little snip. I don't know. But that's bad enough right there. You feel me? Because if that would have been me, I probably just blade on out. I'll be gone just like this. She added, I left to ask for help. I did not want anything to happen to him. Besides, I was afraid of blood. If you left to ask for help, then why not you just punch him while he sleep? Why not just give him a quick 3-piece and a biscuit? You feel me? That's all you have to do. Just give him a quick 3-piece, bam, 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 then give him a biscuit. Now, Bertini said that Mr. Fernandez hurt her feelings when he allegedly leaked an intimate video of them to his friends. What was she doing? What was she doing it? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Was she doing some dirty Sanchez up in there? Was he sitting on your face and had his booty on your lips? Something is going on. Something had happened up in there that she did not want to get out. You feel me? Was you tossing this salad with Thousand Island or?
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Nancy Lynn. Most people know me as a holistic nutritionist.
Isn't it?
I'm also certified.
Or some ranch dressing. I bet you had blue cheese. It's something had to be on that table that wasn't supposed to be on there. There had to be more than just regular sex, because I don't see how you getting mad over him sharing y'all having sex. Not like you having sex with somebody else. Okay, I know it's a private matter. I know it's supposed to be special and intimate, but maybe he wanted to show his friends his scroll game or something. Maybe he wanted to show them. I don't know. Now, Felipe Trucco, one of the mutilated man's lawyers, said his client still needs more surgery after sustaining the shocking injuries. I bet the hell he do. He gonna, even after the surgery heal up, he gonna need some mental help. He gonna need to be seeing Stevante Clark shrink in a few, because tell me, you ain't gonna be right around no woman. You ain't gonna be able to sleep around no woman. That's like if a woman ever try to punch me down there, I wouldn't be right around no woman. Every woman I go around, I have my hand over my stuff like that until I can get that worked out in my head. Now, he was rushed to a hospital.
All right, that's enough of that. Strange relationships. Look, this is why people need to think before they act. And stop thinking that you can do foul stuff and ain't nothing ever gonna happen to you. It's impossible. That's just not how the universe works. You cannot continue to F over people time and time again. Well, you can, and not suffer any immediate consequences, but that only just builds up to danger, because then you become cocky and arrogant and think you're invincible, and you just keep on doing, keep on going, until finally you're going to mess with the wrong person. And that's going to be your balls, your ass, your financial livelihood. It could be anything, and it's just not worth it. That's just my public service announcement for today. But listen, I've been drinking smoothies, and I feel like I have slimmed down. I can tell the way I can easily slip on my pants these days. But them smoothies, boy, they immediately loosen stuff up. So listen, it's karma, baby. You right about that, Snake. Snake, your videos are just, I know I told you this time and time again, but you are just amazing. I really wish I could meet you. I wonder what your room looks like. I don't know why I picture your room. You probably have a dartboard with Monty's face on. You probably be throwing darts at him. I'm sure you got a bulletin board with all types of sticky notes with the videos he made and a minute talking point that you might want to incorporate in a future video. You have got to be very organized when it comes to Lamont Haley. You have to be. There's no way you can put shit together the way you do without being meticulous and organized. You're not fooling me, Snake. Now, some people might say, well, don't you think that's a little bit obsessive? No, that's just a project. Lamont Haley is his project. You throw darts at Barb too? And like, I was really thinking about you yesterday, Snake Loke, and I'm gonna be honest with you, what I was thinking about after I watched that latest video, how you had Monty talking in the video, but you was playing the audio, and it looked like at many points in the video that he was saying the exact same words that was being spoken in the audio, and that was just so fucking amazing to me. And that's what really got me to think, no, this nigga is really organized when it comes to Lamont Haley. You probably got index cards and shit on a bulletin board. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. But and then I was thinking, he's out there in California. You probably work for one of those movie studios or something in editing. You are just too damn good for this to just be, something that you just do. I tend to think that this is your career and your profession, and you actually get paid for it. But that's just me. Now he says he got files, thousands of them. And I know you're not kidding. I know you have to. I want to interview you. Can I interview you right now? I'll ask some questions and you respond in chat, because I know you'll never speak or anything, and that's fine with me. But what prompted you to begin making a video about Monty Woodgrain in the first place? What happened? What was it that just set you off? And when it set you off the first time, it's a two-part question. And when it set you off, did you think that this would be an ongoing project from day one, or did it just develop into such? I hope you got all that. If you need me to repeat that question, I will. And I'm waiting for his response, Snake Loke. Because somebody needs to interview him. And hopefully he's still responding, taking the time to type. I just want to add that I was thinking about the YouTube Street Awards, and I think I'm just going to have a Snake Loke category where we pick like 4 or 5 of his videos out of the year and choose which one of his videos was the best. I think this latest one that he did with the video and the audio is up there for a winner. But he's just spectacular in what he does. Snake, are you still there with me? Maybe he's not here anymore. Or maybe he's still typing. Or maybe this was impromptu. Maybe I need to schedule with him, because I just have questions. And some of the questions I have, Snake, you do not have to answer if, it's just too personal or might give something away that might determine who you are. That's fine with me. But people can say that, yeah, Snake Loke, he's been stalking Monty. Most people, the majority of people, don't even see it as him having an obsession or stalking. It's just that Monty Woodgrain has become a very interesting subject for someone who is into making documentaries or, mini videos. Obviously, it's something that he enjoys doing. Come on, Snake, I asked you a question. He's probably someplace else on the internet right now. But yeah, it's evident that Snake Loke enjoys putting these documentaries together. He takes his time. He does research. That's why I think this is his profession. This ain't just something he does online. I think he probably edits films for, who knows? Snake Loke probably worked on the Black Panther movie for all we know. He probably edits movies. Snake Loke could be a damn millionaire for all we know. He's just got a lucrative profession and he just gets paid. I'm really starting to think that, Snake Loke. Because, you just don't, I don't know. But then again, you look at Slapper. Slapper doesn't do anything all day but play around with different programs and stuff like that. But, he doesn't really, Slapper, he doesn't really have a particular subject. I mean, Monty has become Snake Loke's project. And he's been his project for 5 years now. 5 years. And he has thousands of files on his project. That's pretty damn amazing. He's a gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, maybe Snake Loke just didn't want to be interviewed. If I see him in somebody else's chat, I will ask him, because this was just really impromptu. I had no idea that I would want to ask him so many questions. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind answering. Hey, Hoskins, how are you? Let me see. I'm just looking. I was just looking. Give me a second. I'm looking someplace else. They released Prince's. I don't want to talk about Prince. It's just going to make me sad. I don't feel like being sad. And I need to stop listening to his music for a while. This is weird how they straight. I don't know. It was weird. It took 2 years to conclude the investigation. 2 years. And why, like the day before a 4-day celebration for Prince was to kick off, did they come out with this information and they released a video? They blacked it out, but Prince actually did not die in the elevator. He died outside of the elevator, right in front of the doors. It's just very weird to me. Like, he was murdered, man. And nobody's going to be held accountable. I'm looking for Snake Loke, but I can't find him. But the next time I see him, I'm going to ask him if he would come for an interview and he could just type in chat. Because we'll never hear his voice, which is all right with me. I like Snake Loke. All right, so my darlings. Oh, you good? Yeah, he keeps flagging me too. It is what it is. Whatever. Hey, it's not like I depend on these channels to generate my income, to pay my bills. So it doesn't matter if they flag my channels, because I wasn't making no money anyway. It really hurts people like Tommy Sotomayor, though. Man, they shut down his Twitch again. He had another GoFundMe. I think he made generated, I think he was asking for $50,000 or something? And in one day he generated almost $3,000. They shut that down again. And he wants to create Soto Vision, but I'm confused because he's already had a Soto Nation website. I mean, why can't that be Soto Vision? He's already posting his videos there and so on and so forth. I don't know what it is he needs to create, or maybe he's just trying to create something like another YouTube and call that Soto Vision. I don't know, but it's a strange relationship between he and True Freeman, stalker and prey. And hey, I just sit back and I'm amazed at how people just are okay with fucking with people's lives and their money. And you don't even know this person. This person's all the way on the other side of the country. They only know of you because they logged on to YouTube one day and came across your video. And then they just make it their mission to get up every day and fuck with you. And no, Tommy is no angel. He is no saint. And I could see how people who detest him will be like, so what? Fuck Tommy. So what is being done to him? But from where I'm standing, it's like, you just can't keep fucking with people and doing shit like that to them, because one day they're going to snap. One day they're going to snap. I mean, you think about, you put yourself in the shoes of a person. You make money off of YouTube. This is your life. You don't have a job. You get up every day and you get on your computer doing something that you love to do. You love having an audience. You have a talent. You're funny. You can grab the attention of people. When you speak, people listen. And, you find out that you can make money on YouTube and the money is just coming in real good and everything is good. And then somebody, out of jealousy, really, because that's what it is. It's not because they truly are against what Tommy speaks about. This is all coming from jealousy, all coming from a person who really wants to be Tommy. And I think that's it for me. If it was coming from a place, hey, I don't respect what Tommy says about Black women and this and that and the other, but that's not the place it's coming from. It's coming from a place of, this nigga making all that money and maybe I can just get some shine and shut his ass down and I can be in his place and I can be him. And that's clearly evident to me because he acts like Tommy. He talks like Tommy. He says a lot of the same things that Tommy says. He wants to be Tommy. A lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when a person hates you, they really don't hate you. They don't hate you at all. They just want to be you. And that's it. They just want to be you. They just want to have what you have. They just want to do what you do. Instead of carving their own niche. How do you go through life not happy being yourself and being who you are and wanting to be somebody else? I'm just as good as the next person, as far as I'm concerned. And I think it sucks that everybody doesn't feel that way. Why do you think you can get up day after day for over 2 years and counting and fuck with a person's livelihood all because you want to be them? Why do you not think that one day it's all going to come to an end? But people don't think like that. You sit up there, you fuck with a man, you shut down his channels. He moves to Twitch, you shut that shit down too. You shut down all his GoFundMe and Patreons and shit. And you just sitting at your computer desk, and your balls are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you are rising and getting taller and taller because you're sitting on top of your balls that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And somebody's gonna come and deflate them shits. You're blocked. Nobody's blocking you. I don't see that. And nobody even has a wrench. But here. Did you get my question, Snake Loke? Let me know. I ask you again. I wanted to interview you, Snake, where I ask questions and you type your answers in the chat because, like I was saying, I don't know if you heard, I was thinking about you yesterday very strongly, and I just have some questions. And if I ask any questions that you think is just, too personal, you don't have to ask. But anyway, as I was saying, I just don't understand why somebody can think that they can get up and keep fucking with somebody. And you're fucking with a person because you want to break them. That's your desire. That's one of your goals in doing what you're doing to this person. And why you think that person won't break and break on you, I do not know. No. Nobody. What channel is this? I don't think anybody has a no, I don't even see nothing like that. Nobody removed your comments. Everything you ever typed is still here. I don't know what's going on. Don't you have, what's wrong? I know I just gave you a wrench. How come it doesn't say you have a wrench? I just wrenched you, Snake, so you wouldn't have that issue. Okay, so as I was saying, people out here in these YouTube streets are playing very, very dangerous games. Very dangerous games. Yeah, I just wrenched you and I don't see that you have a wrench. So it is something that's going on. Yeah, and I wrenched you because initially you thought somebody was blocking you. So I made sure, because when you got a wrench, nobody can block you. But I did wrench you, but it's not appearing to me on my end anyway. Okay, so strange relationships. You get people out here who just look at another YouTuber and just think that, I don't want them in this sector anymore. Let me see what I can do to run them off. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're making changes. They're doing something. But yeah, For some people, the internet makes them feel like God. And they do pseudo godlike shit. They start to feel very powerful. And they garner erections when they can affect your life on the outside of the internet. And they've grown to love to do such things to individuals. But anyway, you sit back, or let me speak for myself. I sit back and watch the behaviors of several individuals. And I always hear the still voice that says, every dog has his day. Hey, Black, how are you, my darling? It's so good to see you. Yep, every dog has its day. An old West Indian saying my mom used to say, don't spit in the sky and think it ain't going to fall back in your face. And then you have somebody who tries to reserve it within themselves. Well, whatever happens to me, I know the shit I do and I expect it. And, they try to pacify themselves because that's how bad they need to ruin other people. But you know what? You're biting, or you have bitten off more than what you think you have asked for. You think now, that's almost like, how a loved one may be ill in the hospital and the time is coming, and you try to prepare yourself for death so that when it happens, it's not going to hurt. You've already dealt with it before the person passed. But the minute that person passes, I don't care how much you try, there's no way to prepare for death emotionally. Now, you can prepare for it financially and physically, but when it comes to mentally and emotionally, no matter how hard you try to prepare for it, to brace yourself for it, when it happens, it's just all raw, like you haven't done nothing. And that's the same thing with people who say, I know I do fucked up shit to people, and I know I expect shit to come back on me for it. And they're kind of psychologically trying to prepare themselves for whatever negative blowback they shall receive. But when that negative blowback happens, it's going to be something unimaginable. And yes, it is going to shake you to your fucking core, where you will be in a situation, in a place, and that will be the only time you can sit there and resign within yourself and say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done all those things to all those people. Hey, Big White. Thank you for checking on me, Black. I appreciate you so much. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyway, Snake hasn't answered me about doing an interview. I just have questions. Or maybe I could just ask you these questions privately because you are just amazing. I'm curious to see who is that in your icon, your thumbnail picture. Oh, okay. Just checking. Yeah, I think Snake Loke has a profession dealing with editing movies. He's out there in LA, and you can see he ain't no dummy. He's smart. Oh, you will answer? Yay! Okay, can we do it now, or you want to schedule? Because we can do it now. Hey, Elm City, how are you? My question was initially, Snake, was what prompted you to create the first video about Monty? And when you did that first video, did you know it would be an ongoing thing, or is that something that just developed over time? That was my question to Snake. We'll see if he answers. Elm City, how are you? So good to see you, Elm. For those of you who are late, I spoke about earlier how I think Snake has like a room. I'm doing well. It's dedicated to Lamont Haley. I think he got like a dartboard with Monty's face on it that he throws dots at. I think he got pictures of all of Monty's relatives and parents and cousins and aunts and stuff. He admitted he has thousands of files on him, and I'm sure that they are meticulous and organized. And I'm sure there are things that Monty has stated in a video or has done in the video that Snake has not even incorporated in any of his videos we've seen yet, but they will be used at some point in time. I also think that Snake Loke is in the film editing business. He just can't possibly do these things just on his own time because it's a hobby. I think he is a professional at it. He's a stickler for detail. Whatever he does in his profession, it entails research. This brother does his research and gets his facts. And this takes time. When he puts together a documentary, did you see what I did there? A documentary. It takes time. That's not a 1, 2, 3 thing. It might take him a couple of days. But then again, he might be so good it might take him a few hours. But it does take some time, I believe. Oh, yeah. There's some crazy history. Crazy. But I want to know, what is it about Monty to Snake that makes him such an interesting subject? Because he just can't stand him. He just can't stand them. My goodness. And the funny thing is, I've been asking several people, do you think what Snake Loke does, do you think that's an obsession? And nobody gets that obsessive feeling from Snake Loke. Nobody deems what Snake Loke does with Lamont Haley is an obsession. Nobody feels that whatever Snake Loke does when it comes to Monty, nobody feels that he's stalking him either. Nobody feels that way. There's not one person, unless you ask somebody from the wood grain team, they'll all say, yeah, he's obsessed and stalking. But you ask anybody outside of that, you don't get an obsessive or stalkerish feel. You get more of a, this is his subject. His subject happens to be Lamont Haley, and it is a gift that keeps on giving. And he just points out certain things, contradictions, mispronounced words, ratchet behavior, and a whole bunch of other shit. This is just what he does. And he has fun being creative with it. He's amazing. And he does it without generating an obsessive or stalkerish feel about it. I guess because everything that Snake Loke does when it comes to his documentaries is that they're factual. He's not fabricating anything. He doesn't have to make up any lies. They're not showing up. Wow. He's not lying on Monty about anything. He's not, yeah. It becomes obsessive and stalkerish when you just sit up there and you don't have nothing on a person. You just start lying on them. I don't know what that's about, Snake, but maybe we could try it again. The next time I do a hangout and you show up, it'll be another impromptu thing. But it's funny how you're telling me these things, but when you try and type your answers to a Monty question, they don't show up. I don't know. Whatever. But again, you were on my mind heavy yesterday. And I was like, I got questions that I want answers to. And how did you do what you did with that video that you made with Monty? You took a video of Monty's that he probably made a couple of years ago, and you took recent audio and you were able to sync it and make it look like he was speaking the words of the audio. How did you do that? That's fucking amazing. Yeah, so again, we don't get the obsessive stalkerish feel because you're not lying about anything. And Monty indeed is an asshole subject that needs to be exposed, and you do just that. Anyway, Snake says Monty repeats himself so much, most of his videos are the same. So you really don't have a lot of stuff that you have to sort through because It's mostly the same shit he keeps repeating. Strange relationships. So I watched a video from Paris Jackson this morning. Who is Paris Jackson's? Michael Jackson's daughter. You know what? This should be a whole separate video. And I think I'm going to stop right here because I feel myself about to get real fucking passionate. And I think this just needs to be a video all by itself. I think that's what I do. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I think I'm going to come right back with my fucking Michael Jackson hangout. That's what it's going to be. If you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't. It's all right. I'm still going to talk my shit. See you there.